lighter in the darkest night. I'll search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. Give you everything, baby, love me, lights out. Your face is all that I see. Give you everything, baby, love me, lights out. Baby, love me, lights out. Oh, we don't have forever. Baby, daylight's wasted. You better kiss me before time is run out. Ooh. Nobody sees what we see. They're just hopelessly gazing. You better kiss me before time is run out. Before time is run out. Oh, baby, love me, lights out in the darkest night hour. I'll search through the crowd. I'll search through the crowd. Your love is bright as ever, even in the shadows. Oh baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out. Oh, your heart is glowing and I'm crashing in you. Baby, kiss me before they turn the lights out. Before they turn the lights out. Oh, baby, love me, lights out in the darkest night hour. Search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. I give you everything, baby, love me. lights out. Baby, love me lights out. Oh, we don't have forever. Oh, baby, daylight's wasted. You better kiss me before our time has run out. Nobody sees what we see. They're just hopelessly gazing. Baby, take me before they turn the lights out, before time has run out. Oh, baby, love me lights out in the darkest night hour. I'll search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. Before our time has run out. Nobody sees what we see. They're just hopelessly gazing. Baby, take me before they turn the lights out, before time has run out. Oh, baby, love me lights out in the darkest night hour. I'll search through the crowd. Your face is all. We don't have forever. Oh, baby, daylight's wasted. You better kiss me before time is run out. Nobody sees what we see. They're just hopelessly gazing. Oh, baby, take me before they turn the lights out, before they turn the lights out. Oh, baby, love me lights out in the darkest night hour. I'll search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. I'll give you everything. Baby, love me lights out. Baby, love me lights out. Oh, you can turn my light down. I love you like XO. You love me like XO. You kill me, girl, XO. You love me like XO. All that I see, I'll give you everything. Baby, love me lights out. Baby, love me lights out. Oh, you can turn my lights out in the darkest night hour. In the darkest night hour. Let's search through the crowd. Your face is all that I see. Give you everything. Baby, love me lights out. Baby, love me lights out. Oh, you can turn my lights out. Let's search through the crowd. Your face is oh, you love me like EXO. All that I see, I'll give you everything, baby, love me lights out. اكتب المكتوب ونكون حدا. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني، فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاك. يوم راني معاك غدوة تاني متمني، يكتب المكتوب ونكون حدا. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني، فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. تبع رياح الحب وعنك احضني، ودعني وصاني وقلي حبيبك ما تنساه. ايه زينة ما قدرت فينا، انا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة ما قدرت فينا، انا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. قالولي خرجتي في ظلام عليا سولتي، في غياب القمر بعيونك ضويتي. قالولي عليكي نجمة يا نجمة ما بنتي، وني كنت هذا شحال قوليلي على شرفتي. يا زينة ما قدرت فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة ما قدرت فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. حلم قلبي هو غيرني، راني مجروح شو لي على ودي. يا رياح ودي نغمي اسمهم الحبيب يعرف حوالي. يا زينة فهمي المعاني من راح ورقنا عالي. يا زينة ما درتي فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لغينا. يا زينة ما درتي فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لغينا. يمراني معاك خدوة تاني متمني اكتب المكتوب. يمراني معاك غدوة تاني متمني يكتب المكتوب ونكون حداك. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. تبع رياح الحب وعنك احضني ودعني وصاني وقال لي حبيبك ما تنساه. زينة ما درت فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة ما درت فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. قالولي خرجتي في ظلام وعلي سولتي، في غياب القمر بعيونك ضويتي. قالولي عليك نجمة ليا سولتي، أنا شحال قوليلي علاش هربتي. يا زينة ما درتي فينا، أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة زينة وتاني متمني يكتب المكتوب ونكون حداك. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. تبع رياح الحب وعنك احضني وودعني وصاني وقلي حبيبك ما تنساه. هي زينة ما قدرت فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يمراني معاك غدوة تاني متمني يكتب المكتوب ونكون حداك. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. تبع رياح الحب وعنك احضني ودعني وصاني وقلي حبيبك ما تنساه. هي زينة ما قدرت فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة ما قدرت فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يمراني معاك غدوة تاني متمني يكتب المكتوب ونكون حداك. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. تبع رياح الحب وعنك احضني ودعني وصاني وقلي حبيبك ما تنساه. هي زينة ما قدرت فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. يا زينة ما قدرت فينا أنا وقلبي حوسنا عليك ما لقينا. You love me like X. يا قلبي شوف هواك وين رماني فوق بحر صافي بمواج وداني معاه. Smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street lamp seems to be a fatalistic warning. Someone got tired and the street lamp got tired. Soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, the night will be a memory too. Another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touched me, you'll understand what happiness is. Na na na, too close to love you. Still my best friend. Well, there's something inside that I need to release. Which way is right? Which way is wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say, yeah. I can't lie no more, I can't hide no more. I got to be true to myself. It feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. So I'll be on my way. You've gotten me more than I can return. Yeah, there's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to give. I must leave without you. You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say, but I can't lie no more, I can't hide no more. I got to be true to myself. feels like I am just too close to love you. On my way. Okay, I'll try it in another version. To breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release. Which way's right and which way's wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. You've given me more than I could return. There's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to give. I must leave without you. You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. I got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. Feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. You know I'm not one to break promises. There's nothing, I don't wanna hurt you, but you need to breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release. Which way is right and which way is wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. But it feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. You've given me more than I can return. Yeah, there's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say or nothing to do, I've nothing to give. I must leave without you. You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can't really say. I can't lie no more, I can't hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. I'll be on my way. I can maybe just get it one note higher and try again and see if it would be as good. Or maybe it's the major scale, the minor scale, I'm sorry. You know I'm not one to break promises. Then I don't wanna hurt you, but I need to breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release. Which way's right, which way's wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can't lie no more, I can't hide no more. I got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you. I'm not one to break promises. You know I'm not one to break promises. I don't wanna hurt you, but I need to breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release. Which way's right, which way's wrong? How do I say that I need to move on? You know we're headed separate ways, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you, so I'll be on my way. You've given me more than I can return. Yeah, there's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to give. I must leave without you. I must leave without you. You know we're headed separate ways. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can't really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you, so I'll be on my way. And it feels like I am just too close to love you. There's nothing that I can't really say. I can lie no more, I can hide no more. Got to be true to myself. Feels like I am just too close to love you, so I'll be on my way. So I'll be on my way. What happiness will love you, so I'll be on my way. Oh, we're headed separate ways. Okay, so the guitar isn't really clear. What I need to do is maybe try to connect this badass over here and see if this would be my solution to hearing both the acoustic guitar when I connect the second microphone over here to this, and then pick up the sound of the acoustic guitar over from this microphone over to here, and then to the sound card, and then to the computer. My second option would be to buy another sound card, external sound card, like the one that I already own, and connect it to the PC, have two simultaneously, then pick up this guitar from one sound card and the microphone that I sing through to another sound card. And that way I can control individually each microphone and its gain that comes into the stream, instead of just having a single input of both of them going into the computer and just having one single gain that I can play with. when I play the guitar and I sing, I hear it pretty good, and it's not like the hearing and playing ratio, sound ratio is pretty good when someone is near me and I play the guitar for them. They don't feel like the guitar is too loud or my vocals are too loud. So all I need to do is just pick that natural sound that comes from myself. Maybe if I place the microphone further away and just pretend it's a person that picks both my vocals and the guitar simultaneously, pretty good. But that solution would produce another problem, of which the microphone picks up a lot more of the room noise, which is not ideal for me, of course. I'm recording inside my room, which has nothing acoustic about it. Also, my window is right beside the street. It's a neighborhood, small street, but still, every car that passes by, the microphone could and is picking it up. So I don't think here there's a car right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I think you probably can, because the gain is pretty high right now. So obviously I can't just deal with this all day, so I'm gonna take a break, play some Black Desert Online. I have some materials to process over here at the my storage. If I go to the storage real quick, here is, oh, it's not the storage, this is the storage. So what I need to do right now is I want to take these and these and these and process them. These I can do here, but this one I should do inside a kitchen, my kitchen. Potatoes, I can make beer with potatoes and feed my loyal workers that are working so hard just for that beer. You see? Oh, I don't have beer right now. Oh, that's bad. I need to process it really quickly so I can get back and get my beer, so I can feed my workers so they won't just sit there and do no work. So let's start with the 100, and then we'll do these. I think I can pick him up without me having, no, I'm totally overweight right now. I can't, so I just lose 55 from here and I think I'm good to go. Now another 50. No, okay, so let's start processing. We're heating it up. Let's do the 2500 first. 2.500. Just processing copper right now. So here it's melting the copper. What I need that for is if I place it in my storage house over here, and I pick a worker that can process further process it into like a block of copper that you can sell in the market. I can sell it raw like this, but the profit will be much higher if I sold big chunk of copper and iron. I can also process it into real items or craft items with it, but I'm not I just started the game. I started the game out, and I think that I I need some time in order to gain all the materials I need to start making something really usable or sellable for good money. Right now I can look in this Calphion storage, and this is Calphion city obviously, so what I need is mineral workshop, I guess, or factory, mineral factory, I guess it's called something like this, mineral workbench. Okay, cool. So level, I need level 5. Is there any level 5 here? No, I don't think there is. I don't see any houses or errors. Okay, so level 4. I think level 4 we have. No, we don't have level 4. The fuck? Level 3. I don't believe they're all level 1. All level 1? That's not possible. They're all level 1. Maybe I don't need more than. Oh, they don't have more than level 1. I guess it's not possible that this big city doesn't have level 2 mineral workbench. Okay, so here I can produce all the things that I need to produce. So I need to, in order to produce 5 of these copper ingot, I need 50 melted copper shards. So I can, after I have 50, I can hire a worker and he can make 5 for 50. So it takes 10. Maybe there's 330. Okay, it takes 10 every time. Yeah, it takes 10 every time. Let's just, okay, so we also need a wood workbench, because maybe this one has levels, level 5. Wood workbench, level 2, no, level 2, level 3, 4, 5, level 1, okay. Wood workbench have only level 1, so this is I need for ash plank, plywood. I have ash plank, need for plywood. And this item sells for 1200. This item sells for 1200. So if I make like 100 of these, I get 120,000. If I make 1,000 of these, I make 1.2 million. So I think I can make 1,000 of them. 1,000 of them would take 100,000. 100,000. No, it would take 10,000 ash plank. 10,000. Okay, that's too much. I think too much processing for me to do. I don't know. Okay, but we're doing it anyway, so no problem with that. I'm 50%. I made 125 already into 35, so each 125 makes 35, so 125 divided by 5 is 25, right? Yeah, 25. So, and this 35 divided by 5 is 9. No, is 8. No, 7. The fuck's wrong with me? 7. For every 25 we make 7. Is that right? know what I do? You watch Penn and Teller. Fool Us. It's a cool show.
Hi, I'm Penn and this is Teller. We're about to play an April Fool Us Day prank on our audience. About half an hour ago, when only a small portion of the crowd was in their seats, I went on stage and asked them to help us play a trick on all the audience members who hadn't arrived yet. I told that small group of early arrivals that I was going to say 4 random words, count to 3, snap my fingers, and tell everyone in the theater to say whatever word happens to be in their heads. When that happens, I told my newly recruited pranksters to yell out, "Snow Tire." If this works, it'll blow the minds of the rest of the audience. And if you want to pause or record this show starting now and play it back for an unsuspecting friend, if you blurt out "Snow Tire" at the appropriate moment, you'll April Fool them too. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Rob. From the Penn and Teller Theater at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, it's the Penn and Teller April Fool Us Day Special, starring me, Penn Jillette, and Teller. Oh, my goodness gracious. Welcome to our April Fool Us Day Special. Tonight, we're going to look back at some of our favorite moments and favorite foolers from the first 4 seasons of the show. You'll see acts that amused us, amazed us, and fooled our asses good. Along the way, we'll let you in on some tricks of the trade and even show you the inside workings of how a few magicians pulled the wool over our eyes. But don't think this is just a best of special, because you're going to get to see us do a couple of tricks that have never been seen on TV before, along with some other surprises. So, let's get started. You know, several years ago, Nobel laureate Dr. Daniel Kahneman wrote a book called Thinking Fast and Slow. It's a great book. And it's the first place that I heard about this psychological principle called priming. Now, priming is used all the time in advertisements and restaurant menus and so on. But the experiment that interested me so much was this prediction that scientists could make. They found words, like 4 words that seemed totally random, totally unconnected, but you could say those 4 words and predict what word most people would say when you counted to 3 after that and snapped your fingers. Now, we're going to try it here. Now, we've got a prediction. Teller, bring out the prediction. Here's a prediction. We can't change it now. And I've got 4 words I'm going to say. Now, listen to them carefully, but don't react to them. Just let them wash over you. Just kind of relax and just feel them. And then I'm going to count to 3, snap my fingers, and say the first word that happens to pop into your head. Now, don't try to outsmart me, because you'll be successful. Just let it wash over you, and then just say the first word that pops into your head. Don't try to think what I'm trying to get you to say. Just let it work for you. Here's the 4 words. Fortitude. Donut. Low wire. Vermont. 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't want to force this on you. I heard, maybe not a majority, but a plurality. It sounded like a bunch of you said snow tire. Is that right? Did you say, a few of you said snow tire. And here's our prediction. Snow tire. And now some of you know a little bit more about how magic works. Now, theoretically, what I just did was use mentalism and psychology to influence your minds, to get you all to think of one thing that we were ready to drop from the ceiling. It's very unlikely that we also had a garbage truck and a unicorn up there waiting to drop. So getting the people to say snow tire was really some kind of miracle. Or was it? Now, here's a little behind-the-scenes info. It's very hard for mentalists to appear on Fool Us because our rules prohibit 2 things that make a lot of mentalism work. One technique is something called pre-show. That's when a magician does research or talks with members of the audience before the show, gets information that he or she uses later to pull off a trick. Another technique is called stooging or plants. That's when you use people in the audience who appear to be innocent, but who are actually in cahoots with a magician. To be clear, pre-show work and stooging are not allowed on Fool Us. Fortitude, Donut, Low Wire, Vermont. 1, 2, 3. We can do this all night. So to appear on Fool Us doing mentalism, you've got to have something unique. You've got to be creative, and this act we're about to show you was about as creative as it comes. It's from that hotbed of magic, Belgium, a guy named Yo and his mind-reading chicken named Curry.
Alison, before we start this mind-reading experiment, can you please confirm that Curry wears no electronic devices, okay? So, nothing under this ring, right? Nothing under this ring, nothing on this side, okay? Yeah. Nothing on this side.
Okay,
okay,
yeah,
that's enough, that's
believe
enough. We all have dreams in our life. My big dream is to pull Penn and Teller. Now, I can imagine you also have big dreams. Maybe something that's still on your bucket list. Can you think about one dream? Don't tell us. Then I'd like you to write it down on this piece of paper, and when you're finished, just turn it over, okay? Go ahead. Oh, wait, Curry.
Okay.
Don't look, okay? It's mentalism.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'd like you to think about 3 other dreams that are not your dream, okay? So make it very confusing for us. Choose believable dreams that are not yours. Afterwards, you can hang up the fake dreams together with the real dream, and you can hang them anywhere you want, facing the audience.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Now, reading someone's mind is very hard for Chicken Curry. Therefore, she first needs to warm up her psychic powers. Curry, focus. Focus on the feather. Focus. Good. She's warmed up. Alison.
Yes.
Let's have a look at your dreams.
All right.
Curry, focus. Focus on the feather. Focus. Good. She's warmed up. Alison.
Yes.
Let's have a look at your dreams.
All right.
To host a craft show, write a kids book, go to Japan, or get a pig. Great dreams. Now, for the real world, thank you. Curry is gonna read your mind. Think about your dream come true and look into her eyes. Live the dream. I think she got it. Now, please stand over here, face the audience, don't move anymore, and whatever happens, don't look back. Curry, what is her dream?
Now, at this point, we think we've got the trick figured out. We think the page Yo gave Alison to write her real dream on was treated with a pheromone smell or a bit of food, something this chicken likes. So it doesn't matter where Alison puts it, it's the only piece of paper that smells like food to a chicken.
We're from Belgium. She has a little trouble reading the English. Curry? Curry has made a decision. We cannot go back. Alison, if this is gonna be her dream, I like everybody in the audience to go completely crazy, go absolutely bananas. It will mean that Curry is gonna live another day. Alison, for the very first time, what is your dream?
Well, whatever it says, so she can live.
Now, what is your real dream?
The craft show.
The craft show?
Now, we're thinking, we got this. No way we are getting fooled by a chicken.
Penn and Teller, I like to give these papers to you guys just as a souvenir. There's nothing remarkable about them. No funny smells, no hidden candies. They are all yours. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And then Yo hands us the papers. Now, often you can bust a magician the moment you inspect their props. When a magician hands you the props before you even ask, well, we know we're in deep trouble. When Yo handed those over, those perfectly innocent-looking sheets of paper, it blew our first theory to shreds. So we had to quickly come up with a new solution on the spot. In case you needed any more proof that this is the greatest show that has ever existed on TV, two grown men have been sitting here deliberating about how a chicken pecked a certain piece of paper. We think that although there's this homey farm barnyard quality to the setup over there, that conceals a little bit more sophistication. And we believe that from that, you were able to get the information. We think we know how it's transmitted to you, but rather not give that up. And then you were able to then signal the chicken what to do. So the chicken was not the mentalist. You were the mentalist.
I know what you see. They got an impression that I did something, but the impression is wrong.
So, wait, so the chicken did all the work?
She did all the work. I had no idea what was your dream.
Oh, so the chicken...
You really didn't. You had no idea what your dream was.
I had no idea.
So wait, the chicken fooled Penn and Teller.
I think we were fooled by a chicken again. Yoderic's psychic chicken is a fascinating example of us being fooled by a method that's so specialized it was impossible to guess at. And we learned later he essentially had a way for the chicken actually to do the trick for real. It's the last thing we'd have guessed. Time for a quick break. When we come back, some lucky viewer is going to get a chance to win a little over $4 million. Or it could be April Fool's. Come back and find out. Caught his arm in a bear trap and stuck his head in a cage full of rats. Right here. You just throw them in like that. Is this your card? And I put myself in harm's way for the cause, too. Now you go. Now you go. Now you're set. Go. Pick it up. Pick it up. And is that your card? The Queen of Hearts. Is that your card? It really isn't? Are you even going to remember your card? One of the reasons to use danger and violence and everything that comes with it, like blood, guts, and shock and fear, isn't that it helps fool people. Even a bloody trick has got to be bloody good. The reason magicians use danger is the same reason Shakespeare used violence. It's exciting and it celebrates life. There's another important point to make. Good danger magic shouldn't actually be dangerous. We believe doing something that could truly injure somebody would be immoral. If you're stupid enough to really put yourself in danger, you're not a magician, you're a troubled adolescent. We think the real magic is making something safe look dangerous. That's where the fun and challenge is. Nothing done on our show will ever be more dangerous than knitting. But we make it look as scary as we can. It's not easy to be funny, and it's not easy to be a professional magician. If you're both, that's 2 times not easy, which equals pretty damn good. One of the best guys at this is Handsome Jack. He came on our show, took an old trick that he knew we knew. We figured he had no intention of fooling us. He just wanted to be funny. But he had a different method from the one we were expecting. And it's harder to focus when we're laughing. So he made us laugh and took us down.
Hello, Las Vegas! Prepare yourselves for the Handsome Jack experience. Anybody who does not want to get his mind blown out of his ass should leave the room now. So, since we're a little pressed for time tonight, I will just have to tell you about the things you won't be seeing me do tonight.
Now, you're probably thinking the same thing we were at the time. This is the oldest trick in the book, tearing a sheet of paper into a bunch of pieces, then restoring it to its original form. But just wait.
You know, one of my mottos has always been magic is...
More of our first annual Penn and Teller April Fool Us Day special. Once we said that on the network, in public, they have to give us another one, right? It's mind control.
Anybody who does not want to get his mind...
Magicians use danger. It's the same reason Shakespeare used violence. It's exciting and it celebrates life. There's another important point to make. Good danger magic shouldn't actually be dangerous. We believe doing something that could truly injure somebody would be immoral. If you're stupid enough to really put yourself in danger, you're not a magician, you're a troubled adolescent. We think the real magic is making something safe look dangerous. That's where the fun and challenge is. Nothing done on our show will ever be more dangerous than knitting. But we make it look as scary as we can. It's not easy to be funny, and it's not easy to be a professional magician. If you're both, that's 2 times not easy, which equals pretty damn good. One of the best guys at this is Handsome Jack. He came on our show, took an old trick that he knew we knew. We figured he had no intention of fooling us. He just wanted to be funny. But he had a different method from the one we were expecting. And it's harder to focus when we're laughing. So he made us laugh and took us down.
Hello, Las Vegas! Prepare yourselves for the Handsome Jack experience. Anybody who does not want to get his mind blown out of his ass should leave the room now. So, since we're a little pressed for time tonight, I will just have to tell you about the things you won't be seeing me do tonight.
Now, you're probably thinking the same thing we were at the time. This is the oldest trick in the book, tearing a sheet of paper into a bunch of pieces, then restoring it to its original form. But just wait.
You know, one of my mottos has always been magic is...
More of our first annual Penn and Teller April Fool Us Day special. Once we said that on the network, in public, they have to give us another one, right? It's mind control. Welcome back. In honor of tonight's April Fool Us Day special, we're focusing on acts that got the better of us. But to be fair, we're kind of hard to fool. In fact, nearly 200 acts have tried, and we've been fooled less than 25% of the time. And out of those acts that fooled us, over half of them have been card tricks. And you can't talk about magic without talking about cards. There are a million card tricks out there. That's because it's easier for magicians to get a deck of cards than it is to build an elaborate box that allows someone to float in the air while they're getting sawed in half. That said, card tricks probably take the most time and dedication to master. Big tricks just take big money. If you're a loyal Fool Us fan, you've heard us bust a card trick by talking about a force. And you probably know a force when you think you have a free choice, but the magician actually makes you pick the card they want you to pick. For example, Teller wants me to select the 3 of clubs. And I selected the 3 of clubs. No matter what I pick, it's going to be the 3 of clubs. Now, That's a pretty expensive way to do a card force. You got to buy 52 decks, pick out each of the card you want, put them all back together. But there's cheaper ways to do a force. Here's a force that you can learn, okay? This is a regular deck of cards. I'm going to show it to my friend like this. Here you go. Cards are they're all mixed up and they're all different. You can see that, right? Now I'm going to turn my back and just cut off any amount of cards you want. Just cut them off there. Now, do you have any idea how many cards you cut off? Okay, then take the card you cut to and take a look at that. And you picked the 3 of clubs. Yeah. That's a card force you can do real easily. Just take your deck of cards and put the 3 of clubs on the bottom. And then you tell them behind your back to cut off a few like this. Now, you don't care how many they cut off. When you ask them how many they cut off, that's just misdirection. Because while I'm asking how many to cut off, I'm taking the bottom card, the 3 of clubs, and moving it to the top. Right? That's all I get it to do. Then I move across and say, well, take that one, look at it, focus on it. Whoa, just concentrate on it. It's a red. No, it's a black. It's a black card. No, it's a spade, a club. No, it's a club. It's a low club. 2, no, 3. The 3 of clubs, like it always is. Once a force is complete, the rest of the trick is just performance. You've already been had. The dirty work is done. Now just walk it home. And speaking of dirty work, no one does dirty work cleaner than Fool Us alumnus Richard Turner. Turner calls himself a card mechanic, and it's easy to see why.
Well, howdy.
He moves cards like a finely tuned machine, and he's legally blind, and he still fooled us.
I'm going to show you a few moves. Hand me the card face up.
Face up.
Face up. So tell the audience what you picked.
7 of hearts.
Watch face up. This is called dealing seconds, but you have to deal the cards as neatly as if you're dealing from the top.
Check him out in slow motion. And you can see how unbelievable his moves are. Here he's doing a couple of what's called false shuffles. To the average person, it really looks like he's shuffling cards. But watch closely. He pushes half the deck through to the other side and then puts it back on top, exactly where it started. He's one of the best card handlers in the world. And while we're slowing things down, here's a look at us getting fooled in slow motion. We know what to look for, and we still can't see it. Richard is also the master of the bottom deal. That means he can deal the bottom cards off the deck, and it looks like he's dealing from the top. It's also called cheating. That's how he finished his Fool Us routine. His partner in this demonstration was Teller, who gets 4 kings and beats every other hand at the table.
Here's some more.
Thank you.
No problem.
And then you and I just
Miss us?
Yeah.
We got nothing to say. He fooled us.
Oh my
Can't do right.
goodness.
One of the reasons we created this show was to have the opportunity to feel that sense of wonder we felt about magic as children before we became the jaded, overinformed liars you see before you today. Once in a very long while, a performer comes along who makes us gasp in slack-jawed wonder again. Shin Lim is one of those magicians, and all he needs so entrancing to the eye and ear that you get carried away. You see the forest, but not the trees. When it comes time to give a solution, there's only one thing to say. I felt it was perfect. And as Teller said, we didn't even know how you vanished the marker. So you, sir, fooled us. And he's only one of the 2 people who fooled us twice. We watched you closely the first time we were on. We watched you even closer this second time. I mean, you're just so wonderful and so beautiful every move you make. But we've been watching carefully, and I think I can demonstrate a little something about the routine, if you'll allow me.
Yep.
He fooled us. Up next, a few more secrets of Fool Us revealed, and I'm going to turn Teller into a pony. Welcome back. It's still April Fool Us Day, and we're still Penn and Teller. A question we get asked, especially by people who want to try and piss us off, is how did that trick fool you guys? When I watched the video a couple times, I saw what he was doing, and I'm not even a magician. Truth is, there are a lot of different ways to fool us, including some you might not expect. For example, one way is to do the magic right under our noses. We use this technique ourselves. It might seem like someone on stage is the most likely person to catch you doing funny business. Quite often, the opposite is true. You're too close to see what's going on, which is exactly
The purpose of the web series was to explore magicians as human beings. Magicians will be looking for success. That's how Chris Angel made it. They'll be looking for love.
Okay, Magic Boy.
And they'll see that through the lens of magic. A magician is first a person, and he wants all the things that every person would want.
Our next act puts the F in funny and fooler. Please welcome Matt Marcy.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm normally a comedy magician, but because this is Fool Us, tonight I wanted to do something a little different. A giant, over-the-top, Las Vegas-style grand illusion. What do you think? Okay. I've actually brought 4 with me. I only have time for 1, but I'm going to let you choose the one I do. And to make that choice fair, I made this simple poster. It says, the trick that will fool Penn and Teller will be A, B, C, or D. Penn, you get the choice.
C.
C. Very good choice. Very confident. Let's see what you didn't pick. You could have picked A, and tonight I'd be performing for you the appearing Empire State Building. Oh, the Empire State Building vanishes from New York, appears right on this stage. It doesn't even fit, but it's magic. But not tonight. Could have gone with B. That was one of my favorites. That's the levitating shark. A 2,000-pound great white floats around, eats 3 people. It's spectacular. And D, I was hoping for D. D was the deadly double bullet catch. Oh, nobody figures that out. But you picked C, and that is what I was hoping you would pick. It is my favorite one under the most spectacular illusion I know. Get ready, because tonight I will be performing for you a card trick. Excellent choice, Ben. Love card tricks. I brought a deck of cards. Jumbo deck so we can all see. And I should be honest, I love card tricks, but card tricks used to be simple, right? You would pick a card, the magician would find it. Very easy. Lately, I have seen these complex card tricks I can't follow. So tonight, I will do the opposite of that. And I will create for you the world's simplest card trick. And I have simplified it the way anybody would, with a clear and concise PowerPoint presentation. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the world's simplest card trick. Now, I should begin by explaining that of magic tricks, card tricks make up 62%. It's actually a bit odd. You can see from this graph, as the number of card tricks go up, the quality of the magician goes down. However, according to this graph, as the number of graphs go up, the quality of the magician goes up, so I'm in good shape. Here's a few more graphs of that statistic in case you miss it. They're just in 3D. No, those tricks, 99% are bad card tricks. Really, only like 1% of card tricks are any good. But this trick falls right about there, right there, yes. Of those tricks, 79% are the pick a card or the PAC card tricks, 18% are the no card selected, the NCS tricks, and only 3% are the most difficult kind, the think of a card tricks. That's what we'll do tonight. In a minute, somebody here will TOAC, and Allison, would you mind helping?
Sure.
In a moment, I will ask you to TOAC.
Okay.
Very good. Now, it would appear that Allison has a free choice of 52 different cards. Actually, then suddenly we found that women tend to choose red cards, men tend to choose black cards. Kids, of course, choose the Joker. Please don't choose the Joker, no. Joker. Also two very popular cards. I don't want to influence you. They can be chosen if you would like, the Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Spades, but they are very common choices. A lot of women choose the Queen of Hearts because it represents love and beauty and, of course, decapitation. Remember her? Then we have the Ace of Spades for the guys because it represents strength. It's known as the bullet card, which is weird because a spade is a shovel. It should be known as the gardening card. But it's not. It's known as the bullet card. Not to be confused with a bullet point. That looks like this. So, Allison, for the first time, would you please TOAC, think of a card?
9 of clubs.
The T, the think, is key for this to work, yeah.
Sorry.
So forget the 9, think of a card. Got one?
Now I do.
Very good. Now, change your mind, CYM, to any other card, AOC.
Okay.
You got a new one?
Yeah.
Good. Allison, in your mind, IYM, turn your card face down, FD, and visualize the back of the card, the BOTC. Okay. These are the rider back cards. They're made by the United States Playing Card Company. Of course, they were founded in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you haven't been there, here's a picture of Cincinnati, courtesy Google Maps. Would you please TOAC, think of a card?
9 of clubs.
The T, the think, is key for this to work, yeah.
Sorry.
So forget the 9, think of a card. Got one?
Now I do.
Very good. Now, change your mind, CYM, to any other card, AOC.
Okay.
You got a new one?
Yeah.
Good. Allison, in your mind, IYM, turn your card face down, FD, and visualize the back of the card, the BOTC. Okay. These are the rider back cards. They're made by the United States Playing Card Company. Of course, they were founded in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you haven't been there, here's a picture of Cincinnati, courtesy Google Maps. Let's review. So far, I asked Allison to TOAC. Then she CYM to AOC. IYM, she turned the card FD and visualized the BOTC made by the USPCC from Cincinnati, OH. Okay?
Okay.
So, Allison, for the first time, name the card you're thinking of.
8 of clubs.
8 of clubs. And that's your card, the one that IYM you turned FD?
Sure.
Excellent, Allison. Well done. In this deck of cards, there are 52 cards. They are all facing in one direction. However, IYM, in your mind, you turn a single card FD face down. So one card somewhere in there should be reversed from all the rest. And they can be tough to spot. If anyone sees it, let me know. Oh, I see it. One card is turned over in the deck. Now, Allison, if that is the 8 of clubs, would that be a good trick?
Yeah. Definitely.
That'd be a freaking miracle, Allison.
I know.
There's no floating shark. This is it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had a free choice of 52 cards. You randomly picked the 8 of clubs, and I told you, this isn't just any card trick. This is the world's simplest card trick.
Conventions.
They love it. Everyone loves it everywhere. We've all suffered through PowerPoint. It doesn't just have to be corporate stuff. Everyone has been through these slideshows.
That's the best PowerPoint ever. It's so entertaining.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah,
and
thanks.
funny and
And there's a card trick.
So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I like to wrap my magic in like presentations that people can relate to and connect with, and I always thought PowerPoint was one of those things. So it made sense for me to do that. And all of my stuff is comedy magic, but it's all tied in with stories. So stories about my life, stories about people I know, stories about things I've experienced. I actually developed a stage show and a web series about a magician that's all story-based and mixes magic and storytelling. That's always been sort of what I'm most interested in.
That's cool. All right, let's go to the boys, see if they've figured it out or not.
Oh, Matt, you know, Teller saw your show in L.A. You have a one-man show in L.A., and Teller saw it. As soon as he saw you come out, he was thrilled.
Oh,
he was already over the moon, and I hadn't seen you before, and it's just killer, just so great. I mean, I could not be more sick of TED Talks. I believe that oration in the United States of America has been destroyed by PowerPoint. I think they're the worst things in the world. And the moment when you brought up the Google map of Cincinnati, one of the great, really funny things. And the basic rule with comedy magicians is they're never that funny and the magic's never that good. And you just proved both of those. It was funny all the way through. You didn't need a trick. And you also proved something that we like to say all the time, which it really is the singer, not the song. You did just a beautiful job, and just tight and crisp and funny and brilliant and wonderful. And now it's time to ID this with the UMD. It's a variation of an ID. It's a UMD.
Was that code?
I think they're onto the sorcery.
Oh,
yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
What do you say we all take a quick break at the same time and meet back here in 2 minutes? Ready, go. Where magicians take on Penn and Teller, mano a mano, or in this case, duo a duo. Let's meet our next act.
The difference between magic and mentalism is that magicians use sleight of hand.
As mentalists use sleight of mind.
Sleight of mind is taking the way that we perceive things and putting them on edge and leaving you with no explanation to how it is that we just read your thoughts. It's almost like we have a superpower.
Being on Fool Us validates that we're good enough to have Penn and Teller watch our show.
You know how much I love Penn and Teller.
I know you do.
But I'm gonna break you guys. I'm gonna turn your brains inside out. I'm gonna use my mental prowess.
That's not how you make friends.
I'm not here to make friends. Penn and Teller, we're here to fool you.
Please welcome the Sentimentalists.
Hi, everybody.
My name is Mysterion the Mind Reader.
And I'm Steffi K.
And together we are the Sentimentalists. 2 minds.
Working as one.
And today we're going to get into your minds.
During the break, we gave everyone pens and paper.
And we asked everyone to draw an image of anything. And you've all done that, yes? Excellent. Our good friend Dan has been collecting those in a box. And Steffi, some paper and a marker. Thank you, Dan. I'm going to give these a shake. I have no clue what any of you drew. Or do I? All right. As you can see right here, we have what is known as a money machine. This is going to really randomize these images. We have no clue which one I'm going to catch, but to make sure that Steffi does not peek, she is going to put on nature's blindfold. 1, 2, 3. Her eyes are closed. All right. I know you don't trust me, so I'll put on my own blindfold, folks. And we're going to hit it. These are going to randomly mix. I have no idea what any of these things are. Grabbing a whole bunch of them in my hand, folks. In a moment's time. Cut it. Okay. Think.
May I open my eyes?
You may. One of you drew this image. I don't even know what it is. Could you imagine that here today, that thought was shaken in a box, generated randomly in that machine, and caught by chance, transferred through my fingertips and into my mind, and sent into my lovely partner's brain. Before we show anybody what it is, we're going to take that back. And I'm going to open this up and show everybody the image of a beautiful flower. Whose image is this? Who did this? Is that yours? Stand up, please. Give her a big round of applause, everyone. Great. Folks, if you drew a flower, if that information was transferred from one mind into another, that is a miracle. 1, 2, 3, a flower, ladies and gentlemen. A random choice out of a possibility of infinity.
Sentimentalists! Wow, that's fantastic. How did you guys come up with this idea?
Well, we both love authentic acts from the past, and we love vintage magic, and I especially love the 1930s, so we really wanted to emulate something as close and authentic to that era as possible.
And is it just your style, or is it your lifestyle as well?
All the time, 24/7.
This is lifestyle.
Oh, nice.
This is how we look 24/7. I go grocery shopping in vintage 1930 suits.
Wow. Well, I love that you're both equal partners in this act.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think that in this day and age that women should have more of a feature in magic, and we've been seeing a lot of that lately in our travels, of course. Here, do me a favor, would ya? Write down the name of a celebrity, any celebrity on the planet, living or dead, old or young, singer, actor, performer.
Okay.
Could be someone historic or fictitious, and of course, I won't look.
She will not look.
Okay.
Try the celebrity.
Yes.
I am now.
Hunka Hunka Vernon Love. Elvis Presley.
Yes!
That's exactly who was written on the piece of paper, folks.
I did that for my husband in Vegas. Wow. That's amazing. So we probably don't even have to check in with those guys.
No.
You just know. All right, time to see if they got it. Penn, Teller.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to spend much time complimenting you because we have too much work to do. But it was good. It was really good. I like the whole attitude. I like the fact that you've taken something that is not visual at all, which is mentalism, and made it visible. You got this Vegas make it rain box. Problem with this kind of thing is there's so many ways we would think to do this. So there's a few things we want to look at. You allow us to walk up there?
You are more than welcome to.
Okay, we're going to come up near you. And there's two things we want to do. First of all is, boy, these things that the people drew in the audience, they're table, apple, walrus, can't talk about that one. That's a light. You know, they make cameras wicked small now. But they don't make cameras that are invisible.
There's a lot of investigating going on.
A lot of investigating. And there's this little thing that someone can use after they've already got information. Beautiful nails. So, if we had gotten one guess, we would have probably gone with camera, and we would have lost there. If we had two guesses, we would have gone with the billets being Xerox and all being the same. We would have lost there. If we had three guesses, we would have gone with an earpiece. We would have lost there.
How many guesses you guys get?
I feel like we need a final answer.
We get one guess.
Oh.
So we think it's very possible that you fooled us. You did. You don't know. Nicely done. Nicely done. And there you go, right behind you. Congratulations. Sentimentalist.
Penn and Teller have been busted, and we aren't even finished with them yet. Will they get fooled again? Find out after this. Welcome back to Fool Us. Tonight's already had one fooler, and we might just have another. Take a look.
Ideas are like sources of light. Ideas never die. Looking back into the past was really inspirational to me. It was about these geniuses who were using the technology available to them at that moment to create incredible magic. But then to see what I can learn from that past era and using modern technology create something new today. I'm inspired by magicians who are performing in their own space. The theater itself becomes part of the trick. So I realized that the kinds of tricks I needed to do needed a space to do them in. The Magic Patio is this show I've been running in my backyard for the past 4 years. You enter into my bedroom, which I've built to transform into a box office. This is the world's first underground magic speakeasy. I'm a creator, I'm a designer, I'm a builder, and a performer. So all of those things together is what makes me a magician.
Please welcome the innovative illusions of Andrew Evans.
Hi, everyone. Penn and Teller, thank you for having me on the show.
So, a lot of people might call me an illusionist instead of a magician because the things that I like to build and perform are typically a little larger than, you know, say, a deck of cards. But, I mean, honestly, an illusionist would probably roll out onto a big Las Vegas stage with some sort of hip bumping soundtrack coming through the speakers. I mean, I'm a designer. I studied engineering. That is not how we roll. Demonstration of physics. Now, this idea came to me while I was in the workshop, and I was trying to reach a tool that was on the top shelf. Oh, hey now. My mom said that being 5'5" is nothing to be ashamed of. Just saying. Anyways, the ladder was just a little precarious, and I realized there was a much safer way to get that tool. That's right. Ask a friend for help. This is Naomi, ladies and gentlemen. She's the tallest person I know. There it is. All right, now back to the physics. We're going to start by building a bridge of sorts. You can really only screw this up at the beginning, so it's important for step one. There's an exact 3-inch overhang on either side. Huh? 5. That's okay. Here, hold on. Let's see. Close enough. All right. Step 2, we got to add some infrastructure. We've got the foundation, we've got the infrastructure, we need supports. Man, I gotta get me one of those. All right, now, what you're about to see might look impossible, but honestly, it's nothing more than subtle scientific principles and innate human abilities. We'll explain along the way so you don't get lost.
So first, we're going to start with what appears to be a precarious balance. It looks really difficult, but it's not actually that hard.
Nah, she's being modest, but it does start to get more interesting if you remove one of the poles. Or hold on, even more so, if we adjust the angle, just like this. Now hold on, because it might look like magic, but honestly, Naomi's just using her triceps and core in order to hold that pose.
Basically, I work out.
Yeah, but no strength lets you hold that for more than like 10 seconds.
And you've used up 7 points.
Oh, right, so this is where the science comes back in.
20.